stream, so I could do this again. Okay. Says that we're live. Why is it not showing? There we go. Game streams. And then self promo. Double check and make sure both teams are good.
We still need a 6 on Aspire.
Yeah, that's what I'm double checking and making
Okay.
sure. Yeah, so let me add Aspire real quick and make sure. Alright, so we had Blackout, oh, it was Jump Shot, that's right. Swap to red. Alright, so map 1, win in favor of Genjutsu. Probably going to be seeing a little bit more Eichenwald, or a little bit more Eichenwald, a little bit more Reaper with the new buff that has come out.
We know Daddy Needs You loves that Reaper.
I mean, I was a fan of playing Reaper before the buff. If they would have done with his lifesteal like they originally intended and actually gotten the correct percentage of it actually happening, then it would have been fine.
It looks like Aspire is gonna have a sub.
So let's see. So data.
Looks like they want data. So probably for JD.
Yeah, so data for JD. Oh, no, wrong one. Move. That's what I need. There we go. So data, JD, and then I believe Los will be coming in for Ali. So data, West Eve, yep. Alright. I believe that is it. Yep, alright. Both teams are good. We go in. Alright. Sucks our third party caster in crime had to leave, but let's see how Genjutsu. Let's see if Genjutsu will be able to continue the momentum, or if Aspire will be able to enter back. Typically tend to see a lot of pharmacy on this map. You also see a lot of Junkrat.
Well, knowing Jump Shot, most likely we'll see the pharmacy.
Pharmacy is almost 100% guaranteed most times, just because people love playing that combo. It is a very strong combo. Yep. And a very interesting pick. It looks like Daddy Needs You will be on the Torb.
I would have pegged him to be a Reaper.
Well, to be fair, Torb is a bit more of a niche pick, but it does kind of lend itself to this map in particular. There are a lot of long LOS sites. And there's a couple of cheeky spots that you can place his turret as well.
Yeah, Torbs can be annoying when played right.
Offense choosing to elect with the Hog. Hook comes out, doesn't manage to get anyone. Very close there though. Captain Mangoman hasn't even picked yet.
I wonder if we have a potential DC.
Pick on the KC.
Finally got that hook on him. We lost Captain. But they may still be able to get that point.
They are. I'm wondering if I need to pause this or not, because I'm not 100% sure.
Oh, looks
okay,
like
no,
they
it's
tried
back. Alright, potential DC. Hopefully it won't be too much of an offset, as they didn't really pick anyone. Ultimates coming online for both sides. Favoring more so the defense. They do have the defensive transcendence readily available. Molten Splooge comes out onto the point. Doesn't, as I say that, manages to catch Crown. Hamster just trying to create havoc in the back line.
Junkrat sneaking behind them.
Shatter gets one. A lot of ults being invested on both sides. That able to get the res off before they die. Another Molten Core from Daddy Needs You. Jeez, that's the second one in a matter of like 20 seconds.
Yeah, he's building that really fast.
That was a very fast ult. That's ridiculous, man. Nonetheless, they managed to hold. It's going to be interesting if Jump Shot Deadly is going to be able to get anything done with the Torb turret bearing down upon them. Reptire comes out. Doesn't catch anyone. Hog potentially looking to hook the far out of this guy. Oh, it's a Junkrat. Lions coming in, trying to keep everyone off the point. Ryan clears him away. Ryan with the ballsy charge doesn't get anything and ends up paying for it with his life.
Here comes Junkrat's tire.
Reptire gets two. Pretty good tire there from Crown. Llamas there for the res though. Jump shot with the
Shot's got their own.
Captain Mango Man. Let's see if they're able to make it out alive. They're not, unfortunately. Winston just kind of staggering themselves, unfortunately. Doesn't look like they'll be able to get out. That's a huge stagger onto the monkey.
Oh, turret on top of the bridge behind. But gets taken out by Roadhog.
He gets the hook on Demarehi. And the kill.
Takes
That's
out healers.
Molten Core comes out. Not managing to get anyone. Beat comes in response, keeping everyone alive. Kind of unnecessary given the picks that they had in the fight. Nonetheless, they use it. They cap point 2. Very late stagger onto the Junkrat. Mango Man going in very deep into the back line. Puts his ult onto the payload. Does manage to make it away for the moment. Playing very aggressive though with this hamster. Okay.
I noticed that the last map with Mango Man. Very aggressive with his hamster.
Yeah, he was kind of going in a little bit uncontested, but at the same time just very deep into the back line and did kind of pay for it with his life a little bit.
Here comes Junkrat's tire. Oh.
Both rip tires out. One doesn't get anything. Transcendence forced, but a good Transcendence keeps most of the team alive. Jumps out deadly, only able to get one. The rest comes in onto the hamster. Whole hog as well. Picks going in favor of the offense. Just hamster alive. Roll, hamster, roll! Spin to win, boys. Gets hooked off the point. Does manage to buy enough time, it seems, for the reinforcements to come in. Beat comes in as well. Still have 3 on point for the defensive side. As I say that.
They almost have Shatter.
Here, just dropping like flies. Once again, hamster by himself, unfortunately, booped off the point. So Genjutsu managing to be able to hold a decent amount there at the end, managing to cut a little bit of the time bank down, just under 2 minutes, and we'll see if they have a better attack. I love this map. This is one of my favorite maps in the game.
I do like Eichenwald. And, you know, of course, as a Symmetra main, most Symmetra mains love this map.
Oh, I know. I had a friend who was a Symmetra main for a while before they kind of stopped playing. Let's see. Oh, looks like our flavor of the month is Reaper on both sides. Both teams electing to run with the Reaper this time around.
And they both have Junkrats.
Yep, seems the only difference will be the off support, as it looks like Genjutsu will be electing to run with the double main heals, and the black one on to that Orisa. Orisa, a pretty standard pick for most teams on defense, just because she has a bit, the better shield compared to her other main tank fellows. Alright, so Hog, a very good defensive combo there. But an early pick on the Levi. KC very, very deep into the back line. Gets some damage in, but does fall.
Here comes Daddy Needs You. He manages to escape.
A very, very aggressive dive from Captain Mango Man without the support of his main tank or the rest of his teammates. And he will get staggered, unfortunately. Bit of a questionable use of your thrusters there. You'd like to see him wait for his main tank. As I say that, Murahi and Daddy will unfortunately fall. Riptire just to kind of clean up, and a beat comes in as well. I'm not a fan of that one, only because you had so many picks already, and most of your team were not low. You would have liked to have saved that for an actual push instead of just staggering kills.
Yeah.
A huge hook onto Captain Mango Man. And ults just being used galore on the defensive side. They're just using them at will. The only thing that they have right now is both DPS ults. They've used everything else. To be fair, it's kept Genjutsu at bay, but at the same time, it's like, there's a bit questionable the ult management there.
Yeah, they're just throwing them out, and here goes another.
And it goes down just like that. Daddy needs you on the Reaper, managing to take that one out. And he ends up falling, unfortunately. But basically all 6 ultimates alive. Online. For Genjutsu.
Tyre takes out Orisa.
Res does come in
She
though.
got res.
Both Reses are out now. Diva Bomb manages to catch Data. Blossom comes in, gets 2. It's very winnable. Daddy needs you, gets 3 on the Reaper. He gets 4 actually. It's just jump shot deadly.
He's chasing down that Reaper.
He is. He was low, but does manage to stay alive for the moment. Jump shot now has his own Death Blossom. See what kind of value he manages to get out of it. Captain Mega Man again going in very deep without the support of his team, but manages to get out alive. An early pick though on the Llamas. That'll be a soft reset for the attacking side. Another pick onto the Junkrat. I'm surprised
Looks like
it can...
jump shot might be coming down with that ult soon.
Does get the pick onto the main tank. You'd like to see Genjutsu just regroup at this point. Because they're losing people left and right, they're staggering themselves, and they just need a full reset. As I say that, they do get the res out of Data though. KC with the Rip Tire. See if he elects to use it now. Rip Tire comes in. A bit too straightforward there. Does get taken out.
And we got Daddy Needs You coming in.
Will fall though. Captain Mango Man does take him out. Res comes in and the offense will, for the moment, keep rolling. Huge hook on the Captain Mango Man though. Does take him out.
They really like just grabbing him with that hook.
Yeah, Westy is pretty accurate with this whole hog hooks. Casey managing to get one with the Total Mayhem. Rez coming in. Picks going in favor of the defense for the moment, but the payload continues to push forward. A lot of ults being expended on both sides. I believe that's both support ults out for each team.
Yeah.
Reaper does fall.
And here comes Sparrow's ult.
Barrage comes in, manages to kind of bring the fight back a little bit. She does fall though, and that'll be a reset. A very late stagger on the Llamas. That'll be a hold for the moment. A potential very late stagger though onto KC. Because KC is very low. He does have the Rip Tire, but he is very low. See if he manages to get anything with this Rip Tire. Gets 2.5 because he does get the Supercharger. Mercy.
Goes Rip Tire from spawn.
Mercy gets taken out. Tire does catch Captain Mango Man. And it doesn't look like Genjutsu is going to be able to finish the payload. Blossom comes in, doesn't get anyone. Llama's barely able to touch on the Lucio. Does fall. Don't think anyone else will be able to get there in time. And we have Aspire winning map 2, tying the series 1-1.
built that up so fast.
So a solid bounce back win for Aspire. Managing to hold Genjutsu just before second point. Let's see here what map 3 will be, as I don't remember it off the top of my head. Map 3, it will be Oasis. Let's see, Oasis. Alright. Let's see if either teams have any subs coming in. Let's see. Okay, it says Pokeguru is on a Genjutsu, but yet it shows that he's on Spontaneous on his tag. That's weird. We'll figure that out later, hopefully. Alright, seems that we do have a couple of subs coming in. So Jump and the black one for JD and Ali. Huh. Okay. Um. Okay. I can see. Hmm.
Well,
So
looks like they won't.
JD. Yeah. JD for jump
You
then.
beat me to it.
Uh, okay. So is there an issue then, or what's going on?
No, it looked like it, but looks like we're good.
Okay, that's what I'm making sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Looks like we're just waiting on the spire to be ready. Make sure we're all good, and then we'll jump in. Oh, right. Yeah, I forgot to do that. Oh, right. I was like, wait a second, wait, what did I do? Completely forgot about that. Alright, we go again. Both teams are ready. Let's get this going. Jesus. And then she says, okay, I'm gonna be A-okay. Bruh. Hold on. Hold the phone. Let me pause it.
I didn't know you could pause it.
I'm pretty sure it's in the rules of allowing me to pause it. I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong.
Oh, I didn't know you could pause a game, period.
Oh, you didn't? Oh. Whoops.
Okay.
Now she specifies. Jesus. After a very funny and very unfortunate turn of events, I say unfortunate because it was a terrible joke on the you know. And that's, yeah, I'm just gonna shut up now. Anyway, we're tied 1-1. Oasis City Center, and it looks like we have pharmacy for the side of us.
Ryan's Zarya on both. Oh, I was gonna say that they changed.
Captain Mega Man is on the ball. Drops in, doesn't really manage to really displace anyone.
Zenyatta down with the fire strike.
They do have the mercy, but they do elect to not res. Early pick and early capture progress goes in favor of Aspire.
Pharah might prove to be a problem for their team if, well, as I said, that they already switched to Soldier.
Daddy quick over to switch onto the Soldier. As you mentioned, Pharmacy a very strong duo, so you either have to in turn get the hit scan for yourself, or you have to basically win the ground war and worry about them after the fact. 2 early picks though for the side of Aspire. No ultimates online just yet for either team. As I say that, Captain Mega Man gets the mines. Not really.
Right on Mango.
Tire comes out. Gets one along with a kill from the Earth Shatter. It's team fight in favor of Aspire. Almost does fall afterward though. Already 85% and a huge rip tire from KC, but unfortunately does fall. And I'm not sure they will barely be able to contest. Marehi and Daddy needs you on the Soldier. Contesting as long as they can. Jump shot Deadly able to take out the Soldier.
Looks like Mercy's going for the res.
Charge comes in. Unfortunately catches Marehi. Let's see if the Soldier is able to get much with this tactical visor. Does manage to get jump shot. Gets data as well. Aimbot coming in. Manages to get 3 in total. And a grab coming out as well. Picks going in favor of Genjutsu for the moment though. Just gotta clean up the staggering kills here. Halle B does manage to make it out with her life. A very ballsy charge from Westy, doesn't manage to get anyone. Trying to backpin someone. Good shatter go.
And both support ults come out.
Riptire managing to catch the soldier. Both Riptires out. Both netting 1 kill. Frez comes in. Both Rezes come in as I said that.
Rezing both are, yes.
The barrage comes in, not really managing to get a lot, just a little bit of damage in there. Grav Mines comes in. Jump Shot Deadly does fall to the mines. Tactical Visor comes in. Fortunately, he has to burn through the shield and it's not down, so he's not really able to get much value out of that Tactical Visor. Already 82% and climbing for Genjutsu. Picks going in favor of them. We're coming upon the last fight as well.
Mercy gets Reinhardt back up.
She does pay for it with her life. And what was once a 99-0 capture progression in favor of Aspire, Genjutsu bring it back 100-99, a very close round. After starting off very much in favor of Aspire. Alright. We now move on to University. Very much indoors. Can sort of be a Pharaoh map. It does have a rather high ceiling, but at the same time it's very much kind of enclosed quarters as well for the most part.
Looks like Jump Shot chooses to go with Reaper.
Crowned onto the Hanzo. The hand soap. And a very peculiar death from KC. Not sure what exactly happened there.
He tried to use his bomb to jump across the gap.
Probably. You hate to see it. It's an unfortunate death in the kill feed.
Lucio boops the Reinhardt.
You get the early
there goes
picks.
the D.
Yeah, picks just going in favor for Aspire. Jump Shot Deadly managing to catch quite a few of them, and a very early Dragon Strike from Crown. Doesn't really get anyone though, but I guess that was more for show of like, hey, I got it after one fight, and then just use it. Potential show of dominance.
Really fast.
Captain Mango Man going in very deep. Does pay for the charge with his life. Trades being evened out for the moment. Jump Shot manages to take out the other Reaper.
Before getting in her mech.
Ult economy so far in favor of Genjutsu. Just about every ultimate online minus minus a Death Blossom and a Dragon Strike for the most part. But 5 ultimates online for Genjutsu. You gotta figure with that ult economy, they should be able to hold the next couple of fights.
We're coming close to 5 on the other team. Possibly 6.
Quite a few ults being expended on both sides. A lot of ults being used from both sides. Just ults galore over here. Just about everything is being used. Ali B unfortunately does fall with the res. Or fall with the Valkyrie, but she does get the res off on the Levi. Or on the Westie, excuse me. Spyro will reclaim the point. Early Riptire comes in. Catches Ali B. Blossom in response only manages to get 1. Spire with 99% as we reach into overtime. Good beat by Los Riot. And then Jump Shot, the only one alive. Trying to stay alive. Spire will just back out. Try to reclaim the point.
Let's see if they can hold that again on them.
Ult economy though in favor of Genjutsu. As I say that Diva Bomb comes in. And it gets 2! That's a huge Diva Bomb from Data.
Both healers.
You're right, both healers out of the fight. No support online. Shatter being used as well. Doesn't really get anyone. They are able to reclaim the point though. Lamas and Marehi able to contest for the moment. Both supports down once again, unfortunately. KC just jumping around as a Junkrat trying to survive. Does get taken down. The Diva Bomb comes in. Doesn't manage to catch anyone. Death Blossom as well. Doesn't really manage to do a whole lot. And Jump Shot will actually take out the opposing Reaper. Both beats come in, keeping everyone alive. But a huge Fire Strike takes up the Riptire. Captain Mango Man on the hamster now, trying to help stagger a little bit. Another ultimate from Jump Shot.
This Lucio, oh, just went too high.
Unfortunate that Llamas wasn't able to continue to contest. But we do go to our third point. Now here, of all places, you expect a pharmacy. You almost expect it. But seems that both teams are willing to just stick to the Reaper. It's a bit interesting. Well, as I do say that, crowned over to the Pharaoh. Both teams kind of feeling each other out in this hallway for the moment. Los Riot does fall early though.
They might, Genjutsu might need to bring out a soldier or something to take care of Farah.
They did get 2 early picks,
I say
so
that Diva gets it.
they also get the res. And it looks like first team fight will actually go in favor of the team without a hit scan. A bit of an odd turn of events there for Genjutsu, but they managed to bring it back.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if they would be able to take that far down.
Well, KC managed to take out 2 people at first before being taken down himself. But as you mentioned, the Diva able to take out Crowned. The Riptire comes in, gets the staggering kill on the Los Riot. Hammer Down comes out as well. Death Blossom doesn't really manage to get anything, just kind of damage more so than anything.
Looks like.
Quite a few ults though, online for Aspire. Well, that's basically everything outside of the beat. Barrage comes out.
Here come all the ults.
Ults galore. Oh, but the pin on the Llamas as the Valk was up! That was a very good pin from Westy. And unfortunately, Data dies as they're being remeked. Westy unfortunately not able to keep the shield in front of the Diva. Still have a couple of ultimates. Do Aspire. Genjutsu electing to push from the far left side of the map. Huge shatter by Captain Mango Man. Rez comes in as well. Jump Shot Deadly gets 3 and, well, actually 4. 4.5 with the DMEC. Huge ult.
Mango Man. Or Mango Man.
And then it just also get Marehi. Huge picks there from Jump Shot Deadly. A good ultimate. An early Riptire will unfortunately catch out Westy. He's trying to hide from it, trying to be sneaky, Reinhardt. Didn't really pan out.
It's hard to be a sneaky Reinhardt.
It's hard to be a sneaky tank in general, to be fair. The only one it really surprisingly works for is Roadhog, which you wouldn't think it would, but it does. We're approaching last fight territory now. Control point in favor of Genjutsu for the moment. Couple of ults coming online for both teams. Jump shot with the early pick on the KC. Westy gets the pin. Counter pin comes in.
Both Diva bombs.
Data manages to get 2. And the res comes in from LAB onto Westy. Counter shatter comes in, but unfortunately Captain Mango Man not able to stay alive. And now it's just up to Aspire to be able to hold on to this. But we do have, I believe it's KC on the hamster, unfortunately does fall. And this is going to be a bit of a staggered push from Genjutsu. Diva gets demech'd. Shatter comes in. Barrage. Everything else just to clean up the team fight. You just gotta kill the ball. Kill the ball. It's just him and the Junkrat.
Jump Shot still has their ult.
KC does fall. And Aspire with a tough fight from behind pull 2 maps in a row in the series and 2 points in a row to get this map point. This was a huge Death Blossom, but it very well timed and very well coordinated Earth Shatter as well for that to happen. So after starting off a little slow from the side of Aspire, they managed to bring it back 2 in a row now, and now the script has been flipped. Seems like Genjutsu now have to try to make a comeback of their own in order to bring this to a map 5. Alright. Make sure what our last map is. Well, for right now, assuming we don't go to game 5, it is Gibraltar. Oh, no, that doesn't say. So Los Riot. For the black one. Alright, so JD is for Aspire, so he's in blue for spectating. Alright, both teams are ready to go in. We go into Watch Point Gibraltar. Potential for Aspire to close out the series strong.
Jin's last chance for Genjutsu to push it to a tiebreaker.
We shall see in due time. Genjutsu and Aspire both very good teams. And both putting on very good performances on our previous maps.
It's been pretty even most of the team fights.
It really has. Most of the team fights have been pretty even, and most of the maps have been very even as well. There wasn't really one that was super one-sided. Even going back to Temple of Anubis, that one wasn't one-sided. That one went until the very last team fight. You could probably argue Eichenwald because they were able to hold Genjutsu, Aspire was, from capping point 2. But even then, that wasn't terribly one-sided. So, again, overall, just to hammer the point home, very even fights here going on. And this is the first time we've seen Widow, I believe, pick this series. We'll have Crown Shadow onto the Widow.
Mango Man as Ryan. Out by himself.
An early pick on to Daddy Needs You. Res does come out though. And a boop kill on the KC. Jump shot managing to deal with both DPS for the moment.
Ryan gets the charge on road.
Crown Shadow gets the pick under the soldier. Llama's teaming up with the support friend in Marehi, managing to take out the Widow. Captain Mango Man gets taken out though. Rally coming out for Data.
Valkyrie's out.
Ryan falling very low. They do manage to take out the black one. Ali B doesn't fall as well. That's both supports down for the defensive side. Charge goes in. The D.Va does get demacked, but the kills do come in. Excuse me, for the side of Genjutsu. And they managed to cap the first point. Without really much contest there at the end. Shatter comes in, managing to get quite a few there.
Wesley ulting on D.Va, pushing her back.
Genjutsu does have spawn advantage though. So if they choose to hold this aggressively, they have to be careful. Both the soldier
takes down.
Huge shatter! That was a huge shatter from Captain Mango Man. I believe that got 4 or 5 people right there. Aspire, unfortunately, the last one, or Aspire, Data, excuse me, unfortunately the last one alive. And Genjutsu will continue to push the payload. So not really a whole lot of ultimates being expended there in that fight. Ultimately just one.
Looks like Jump Shot's planning something. This could be bad for Genjutsu.
A lot of ults being used here. D.Va Bomb catches one. Run is being denied. But the pick's still going in favor of Genjutsu. Staggering kills onto the tanks. And a very, very late staggering kill on the jump shot. Data managing to get one before they end up falling as well. Getting staggered themselves. Crown unfortunately jumps to his doom. And the payload rolls on. Both teams seemingly just feeling each other out for the moment. Shatter comes in and gets 3.
Looks like D.Va tried to combo with that, but wasn't able to send it flying.
Didn't really get anything, but Tactical Visor comes in. Manages to catch 3. They clean up the team fight. And Black One, unfortunately, probably going to get staggered here, but as I say that, they do get staggered, but Jump Shot managing to catch a couple. So I just now realized, the Aspire are running double main tank with Westy onto the Reinhardt as well. I did not notice that until just now.
And then Genjutsu. I'm just gonna keep butchering that name tonight. Running no shields right now. Looks like Mango Man is back to hamster.
Seems to be that they're electing for a sort of a mobile, like, hybrid dive. They do get the early pick onto Westy, though. That's both main tanks gone down, actually. Coalescence comes out just a little bit late, unfortunately. Gets denied. Both supports down. Not a lot of ultimates coming in from the defensive side, and quite a few for the offensive side. Jump shot deadly falls. And the defense just staggering onto the point, trying to burn the time bank. Fortunately, won't really happen. Again, Genjutsu pushes the payload in. Just under 2 minutes. So a solid push from Genjutsu. Let's see what the rebuttal is from Aspire. They did elect to run the defensive pharmacy.
Looks like Daddy needs you pulling out the ash.
Could be potentially expecting the pharmacy. But unfortunately, could be guessing wrong. Ash is not a terrible pick, to be fair. But Jump Shot Deadly actually electing to go with the Tracer. Both teams kind of feeling each other out for the moment. Westy gets demeched. Captain Mango Man does fall as well. Pick's going in favor for Aspire on the attacking side. Could potentially stagger out Marehi here. Marehi does fall, but does manage to take out Crowned with him. Casey and Daddy Needs You will fall as well. And Aspire managing to push it past the first threshold. We have a flanking Diva and Reinhardt. The pin comes in, gets crowned.
Oh, Bob. Oh, Bob gets taken down.
A lot of ults being expended on both sides. They managed to get two with the Riptire. The rest comes in. Fortunately, Captain Mango Man falls once again. There were a lot of ults expended on both sides. You had both Valkyries come out. You had, I believe, both Riptires come out. And there was just a lot of investment in that. So, not a whole lot of ults to work with for either side.
Defense still has Diva Bomb and almost another Junk Tire. And as I say that, he uses it.
Beat comes in, Not enough to keep the Rissa alive, though. Good job by Westy to keep the Mercy alive to get the res off. Unfortunately, the Orisa does fall once again. Transcendence being forced out. They will pick up data. Ooh, excuse me. Both Junkrats now out of the equation. Captain Mango Man will fall in turn as well. Man advantage does go in favor for Spire for the moment. Diva Bomb comes in, gets 1.5. Blossom coming in as well. Gets another 2. They do get the trade onto KC. But Genjutsu will hold for the moment. Spire seemingly just regrouping, trying to wait for an opportunity to go in. They do have both support ults to work with, nearing both DPS ults and the Diva Bomb. So ult economy in their favor. Riptire comes out from ground, forces an early Transcendence, and they managed to take it out. So not a whole lot coming out of that Riptire. Diva Bomb gets in, catches out Captain Mango Man. Tire comes out and gets 3. Huge Riptire from KC.
Yeah, Casey's been doing pretty good with most of his Riptires.
But Jump Shot managing to get the early pick onto the opposing Reaper. The rest comes out. Res comes out, but they lose Murray.
Mines are out. No
Bit
one
more.
really close enough.
A bit more of a zoning ult, it seems. But the Valkyrie was used as well there. Pin comes in, but unfortunately Westy gets caught in the trap. And Captain Mega Man lives for the moment.
That was very lucky for him.
A very fortunate trap there, excuse me. Jump Shot Deadly will fall early. Picks going in favor for Genjutsu. Westy falls as well. They have one quick reset if they're lucky. With another mine coming out from Captain Mango Man. I don't think that they're going to be able to get back to contest it. They won't. Genjutsu take map 4 and we go to a map 5. We had all the momentum in the world going in favor of Aspire, and Genjutsu managed to bring it back. So they will have one more, both teams have one lifeline remaining to see who takes this game. Very good plays coming out from both sides. Some questionable. But as I mentioned, we go to a map 5, which I believe our tiebreaker is Li Shang, if I remember correctly.
Yes, it is.
It is. Alright then. Shang Tower. Let's check to see if we have any coming in. So Ali coming in, Ali being subbed out for Los Riot. Alright, I believe both teams are ready.
Looks like that.
Alright, and we go in, map 5. I honestly can't recall how many map 5s we've seen this season, because there have been quite a few. But it seems that a lot of teams are a lot more evenly matched than most people would think.
Yeah, I know. Just the other game, my team went into a map 5.
Well, if it's anything like the first control point, that one went in favor of Aspire, and it was a bit of a comeback in that specific control point. So we'll see if this plays out any different.
When it came to control points, both teams were pretty even on being able to hold the point or make a comeback with that 0 to 99 Tate.
True. Oh, I don't know if you know this, but if you go high enough up with the camera, you can just above above the map, if you look up, you can actually see control center. And then if you look down below, off and over to the side, you can see night market.
Oh, wow. I did not know that.
But as we get into it, looks like pharmacy will be the flavor of both sides. Actually, excuse me, not pharmacy on both sides. Jump shot will not have the mercy. Data will be onto the Moira. An early pick onto Marehi. Captain Mingleman falls as well. And jump shot deadly, able to take out the other Pharah. First picks and first capture progress in favor of Aspire. Daddy needs you immediately swapping off over to the soldier to deal with the jump shot. A huge boop, two huge boop kills. One from jump shot, one from Los Riot.
Jump shot is getting a lot of picks these days.
A lot of bolts coming online now for both sides. You'll have both portals to work with for Aspire for this fight. Looks like they've had enough of the boopage. And it looks like they're electing to go over to the other side of the map. As I say that, Leviathan gets the hook onto the black one.
Sarah gets taken down by crowd. Hammer gets 3.
Both hammers coming in. But the follow-up seemingly there for Aspire for the moment. As I say that, trade's going in favor of Genjutsu. They will potentially get the staggering kill onto the black one. And with 91 capture progress percentage, Genjutsu will have
like that one match.
Yeah, exactly. Genjutsu have a bit of a mountain to climb here for the first point, let alone. An early pick though, but an early counter hook onto Leviathan. Look, Aspire want to push this. A lot of ults being expended here for both sides. Quite a few picks going in favor of Aspire, and a boop kill from Los Riot. Well, actually, as I say that, Crown will actually steal the boop kill.
Looks like they're probably going to be able to keep him off this point.
They will be able to with the spawn camp. And first point will go in favor of Aspire. Next up, we do have our control center. And we could have our first Symmetra play of the game, of the series. I get the feeling you're going to be hardcore judging that, being a Symmetra man yourself.
Oh, and as we say that, they switch.
Aw, that feels bad.
I was excited to see another Symmetra.
Early picks, seemingly going in favor of Genjutsu. And as I say that, Aspire managing to bring it back. Just the ball and the ham, and well, as I say that, Marehi does fall. It's just the ball. Ball does fall. And point cap goes over to Aspire. No ultimates online for either side just yet. And KC electing to swap over to the Torb. Big Daddy Torb. Ooh. Huge headshot kill on the Junkrat. Ultimates being expended on both sides now. And a very late shadow, but he gets quite a few. And Aspire will seemingly hold the point. All they have to do is get rid of llamas onto the Lucio. As I say that, llama is able to make it out with their life.
Casey switched to Tracer.
They do have both support ults, does Genjutsu. So they should be able to win this team fight. As I say that, Captain Mango Man does fall, unfortunately. Levi will follow suit. Death Blossom comes in. Rest of the cleanup kills will go in favor of Aspire. And Genjutsu has one, maybe two pushes if they're lucky. Captain Mango Man falling very low. Surprisingly chooses to push in instead of waiting for the support. To try to go for a health pack. Does fall. Levi does fall as well. Mines were nowhere near the point. KC comes in. Stall comes in. Both support ults used at the same time. This is all or nothing for Genjutsu right now. We are on the ball. Spin to win. Can Levi hold on long enough? He's about to have another mines.
There it is. Let's see when he'll use.
KC with a huge pulse bomb there. And unfortunately you didn't need the mines there because your hook, you literally killed two people with the momentum.
Oh, the mine takes out
it's a consolation kill. Does manage to catch the Roadhog. It's a bit of a consolation. Didn't need it, but hey, it happened. Alright, once again they have another uphill climb. They cannot lose a team fight, otherwise they will lose the series.
They've been able to hold it before. Let's see if they can do it again.
Dragon Strike comes in, separates the team. Early pick on the Captain Mango Man. All ults being expended on the side of Aspire. Picks going in favor of them. They just gotta clear the ball. Ball gets taken down. Just KC and Captain Mango Man. As I say that, reinforcements are coming in. They do have their main tank. And picks still going in favor of Aspire, and as I say that, they managed to hold Genjutsu. And Llamas with the fellow, with the friendly voice spam of have some Lucios.
Looks like Levi is hiding up top, waiting for time to use their mine. Oh.
A good beat from Los Riot. Keeps everyone alive. And once again, we spin to win, boys. Pixo going in favor of Aspire. They just cannot take out the ball.
Levi's just pushing them all off this point.
He's about to have another ult too.
He just needs to stay alive.
Mine comes out.
And there they are.
And another huge beat. Jump Shot Deadly though gets two with the Death Blossom. Unfortunately falls. And a 100 to 99% comeback from Genjutsu. We go to map 3. Or we go to round 3, excuse me. A huge... This is it. This is all the marbles. Which team wants it more? We had a slightly lopsided first round, a much closer second round. Let's see what round 3 entails for us today. Jump Shot Deadly on the Pharah once again. And electing to run with the Lucio Brig heals as Aspire.
And Moira. Looks like They have 3 healers on Genjutsu.
Very interesting. 3 healers and 2 very early picks from Levi. Gets the boop kills. And a very good start for Genjutsu. Levi already nearing his ultimate. He already has the mines.
And there it goes.
Separates the Orisa. Pulse bomb completely whiffing. Hook onto Captain Mango Man, or onto Levi, excuse me. Doesn't manage to get anyone. Doesn't manage to kill anyone. Boop kill onto Captain Mango Man.
Quad tire right there.
A huge rip tire from Crown gives Aspire point control.
Did that right in front of him too.
Westy just trying to get the mech back. Does manage to stay alive for the moment. Is there by themselves for the moment. Rally coming out. Early picks in favor of Aspire. Hammer down comes in. Diva Bomb in response. Westy manages to get 2. Levi with the minefield does manage to stay alive for the moment. Oh, unfortunately, Data falls while triggering the coalescence. Unfortunately, they do lose that ultimate ability. Genjutsu managed to bring it back. Point control back in favor of them. And Aspire, actually, I didn't even notice this, they're electing to run with the double off tank.
Oh, yeah.
In fairness, they won't have to worry about a Reinhardt or Shatter or anything. Oh, Crowned unfortunately falls mid-cast.
He tried to do that sneaky tire again.
Rip tire no more. Mines gets 2. And it looks like Genjutsu takes round 3 and wins the series 3-2.
That was very close.
Very close matches all around. Very good plays. A lot of big plays, to be fair. That was just a huge rip tire. Well, with that in mind, and with the game now behind us, we have the tough task of picking MVPs.
Let's see.
I think for Genjutsu, I honestly would have to go Daddy Needs You. So many big plays being made there, keeping them alive in some of the fights.
Yeah, I think that would be pretty good for Genjutsu. As far as Aspire,
I'm honestly
this one's a little
torn.
hard.
I'm honestly torn because a lot of the players on both sides played fairly well, to be fair. It
Yes.
just there were honestly a lot of plays from Jump Shot and there were a lot of good plays from Crown. At least a lot that stand out in my mind. Ooh. Uh I don't know who to give this to be honest. I really don't. Who are you thinking?
I was split between the same two, but I'm leaning a little more towards Jump Shot because they did do a lot of flanking that ended up getting their team to be able to push.
That is very true. You did see them flanking with the Pharah a lot, trying to take high ground control from the enemy soldier a lot. Well, I believe then we have our two MVPs. So we'll have Daddy Needs You from Genjutsu and Jump Shot from Aspire. Tune in,
All right.
I believe here shortly after we have another game being cast soon. I don't know that I'll be able to cast or host it, but we shall see in due time and who comes out on top of that one.
All right.